Two of the law sponsors join me now, West Virginia State Senator Jason Barrett and West Virginia State Delegate Evan Worrell. Gentlemen, good evening and great to have you here. Evan, I'll start with you. How exactly is this going to work? Are you going to go into schools and remove these foods? Are you going to go into stores and take it off shelves?
No, not at all. What we've seen is that these manufacturers know how to make these products in other countries without these dyes in them. So, they already have this formulation to do so. And we've talked to our state superintendent, our school board, and they are able to order these options without these dyes in them already. So they're going to make these decisions. They're going to make these decisions to put the right kind of food inside of our school system.
So how do you enforce it, though? Because it's not just in schools, it's across the state. In schools, it starts in August, across the state at the beginning of next year. Jason, how do you enforce this?
Well, it's a great question, Elizabeth, and again, thank you for having us on. The statewide ban takes effect January 1st of 2028. So we fully expect full cooperation from wholesalers, from retailers, from manufacturers to realize that West Virginia is not a place where they can bring poison into our state and harm our people.
I don't need to tell the two of you that lobbyists for the food companies have been trying very, very hard to get your governor to veto this bill. They failed, obviously, because he signed it this week. But they've run a lot of ads saying that this will drive up the prices of food and that 60% of groceries could be pulled from store shelves. Are they wrong? Will that happen?
I think they're wrong. I mean, you look at what RFK Jr. just said during his confirmation hearing. I mean, he's the one person to stop this from happening. And there are 20 other states, as you just mentioned, doing this as well. We're sending a message. And that message is you're going to stop choosing poison for profit against our children in our state. Additionally, as I talked about before, they're selling these same products in Canada, Europe, that don't allow these products. I'll be honest, Elizabeth, if you look at what they did in Europe, they were going to make them put a label on the food. And those manufacturers chose to reformulate every one of their products rather than put that label on their food. What does that say?
That says a lot right there. Is the price the same, though, for the Fruit Loops they're selling in Britain versus the Fruit Loops they're selling in our stores that's full of all this crud?
I think if you look at some brands now, and certainly I want to give Aldi credit for the products that they have. Their products don't have synthetic food dyes, and they have a product very similar to Fruit Loops that doesn't include those dyes, and they're actually cheaper than the Kellogg brand of Fruit Loops.
All right, here's the big question. Does it taste the same?
It does taste the same. We'll be honest, it's only for color. It's all it does.
I'm asking as a mom, by the way, because
Well, and I want to say that we both have wives that are Maha moms, and we have children, and we've taken dyes out of our home, and they still taste the same. They're only there for color. That's it. And want to clarify too, they have ways to put natural color into these foods as well. They're just choosing not to.
The big problem, and you've got this in your state, the big problem is that most of this unhealthy food is cheap food. You have a lot of low-income folks in West Virginia, and there are food deserts where neighborhoods don't have fresh fruit and vegetables easily for sale. They're hard to find and expensive to buy. So how do you ensure that there are safer options that are also affordable? And I'm not just talking about Gatorade and Fruit Loops, because, to be honest, neither one of those things are healthy.
Well, we've seen a lot of farmers markets and things like that all across our state that have popped up that have made investments to help the people of West Virginia to ensure that they have fresh fruits and fresh vegetables. If you look at the SNAP program, certainly there's a 3-to-1 match when using SNAP, so that's certainly helpful.
Well, I don't know why more states aren't doing this. If it's this easy and the price it's not any more expensive, I guess we will see as this experiment unfolds in West Virginia. I wish you luck and congratulate you on getting, some of the junk out of the food. It would be a great first step to reducing obesity and diabetes, which are rampant in West Virginia as well as across America. Thank you, Jason Barrett and Evan Worrell, for joining us tonight. Thanks so much for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.